Ryan, how good does that one feel to get much needed, not just the 3 points, but to get a win?
Well, yeah, I mean, the performances have been there, like the Kansas City game. As I said, if it was a boxing match, they would have ended it at half-time. It was such a good performance. And even the DC game, we had lots of chances and we just gave away some silly goals, but the performance was pretty good. So I'm not surprised with it, but as you say, just getting the 3 points is a reward for what they've been doing over the past 2 or 3 weeks and 3 or 4 weeks, actually, and just the evolution of this season. And we're starting to kind of, just know who we are and get everybody getting used to. And every game that we play we'll hopefully try and get better.
Can you talk about the defending in this one? Obviously, you guys had the 2 young guys in the middle and Warren, all of them getting involved today with the clean sheet.
Yeah, obviously we wanted to tighten it up a wee bit from Wednesday's game because it was just a wee bit soft goals and you don't mind taking your hat off when you concede something special, but nobody had been really scoring anything special against us, and that was a frustrating thing. And I thought, you've got a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 22-year-old, and Justin. So it's pretty impressive, and even Joe's only 25, isn't he? So it's a really young back four and a young goalkeeper. So for them to put out a performance like that was really good for them.
Can you tell us the issue now? What the injury is to Jermaine?
He's been feeling his groin for a few weeks now, and remember he's been going for over a year. He's pushing on 18 months at the end of this season, and it's just these little niggles with your body being worn down and that. So hopefully if it's not too bad, hopefully it's nothing too major. We'll check on Sunday, we'll get an image, and hopefully it's just maybe a little bit of rest.
Ryan, is a game against the last place Impact side exactly what you guys needed to get out of your own little funk?
No, because if we played against Kansas City, if you watch that game, we destroyed them. Montreal, for me, are a team that, because it's a bit of a derby game, they're kind of the worst team that you want to play against at the moment because they're a bit of a wounded animal, and they've got some really dangerous players with the likes of Devar and Map and Bernier and all that. They've got Romero. I'll keep going. They've got a very, very, very good team and a very good coach who knows the league very well. And so they're a team that I feel that actually will make a run at some stage. Unfortunately, they've got the Champions League to maybe worry about, and that's one thing we had the back of our mind about 3 months ago.
Is there another forward like Gilberto in this league? I mean, the guy's getting kicked. He's going into 50-50 challenges most strikers wouldn't even go into. He's scoring. He's helping his teammates.
Yeah, I think he's just figuring out the league. He's just getting used to it a bit more. And when he came in, he didn't have a pre-season. He was injured, and then he got a little niggle here and there, and he just couldn't get that that feeling, that consecutive games, that minutes, and then just understanding the league. And now he speaks a bit of English, even though it's pretty awful. But at least he's getting to know his teammates more, and I think you're kind of starting to see a wee bit of what we know he can do, because I'll tell you what, I don't want to put more pressure on him, but he's got more in his locker, and as he gets to know the league even more and more and gets more comfortable, I think you'll even see more from him.
Well, you just called it a derby game. Do you feel, either on and or off the pitch, do you feel that rivalry with Montreal different than another team maybe?
Oh yeah. Trust me, I've been on the wrong end of a few, and it doesn't feel good. So it was nice to come into Montreal and get a win. But in saying that, we don't celebrate. We're not going to pretend we've won the Champions League or anything like that. We tick the box and we move on, and all we do is concentrate on our next game.
Nice to see the support from the Toronto fans here.
Yeah, the support was absolutely amazing. That if they've travelled up from Toronto or where they've come, I know all the guys are so, well, I'm saying, and me and the coaching staff are so appreciative of what they did, and they really made their selves heard, and it really helped our team, which had played on a Wednesday in hot conditions, and they were tiring, and that really helped.
Is Jermaine going to travel to Portland, or is that
well, we'll have to see the scan, and it's probably not the most ideal thing is to head that way. So we'll go from there. I'm not sure yet.
If he is out physically, would he go to? There's a lot of appearances and stuff this week, obviously.
Yeah, and the MLS, it's a really special occasion, the MLS All-Star, and it's a great honour to make it as well. And so obviously, we've just got to see what happens tomorrow with this scan, and then kind of go from there.
Is that the most complete performance from Michael since
Yes.
he's arrived?
Yes, I thought Michael was absolutely outstanding today. I thought, and the funny thing about it is, it was kind of less was more, and he ran that midfield so well, and he stepped in when he needed to, and his passing was fantastic, and on both goals, and you know, his late run to potentially probably should have scored it, left-footed. I thought he was absolutely fantastic today, as a lot of players were.
What about the rest of the team? Because I think this was kind of the 90 minutes that at least fans have been waiting for, to say everybody competed, everybody played their part. Even Joe at the end making that save to keep things comfortable. Was this the most complete performance since you've been at the club?
No, because I think we can still get better, and we've still got lots of things to work on. Am I happy? Of course I'm happy with the win, but when we break it down, there'll be still lots of things that we need to get better on. And you know, I think ending the game, we could have made it 3 or 4-0 and should have, and this completely ended the game, but we didn't. We always kind of kept them in a wee bit, and that's probably the one thing that is a wee bit disappointing. But in saying that, we're still trying to get better and better, and it showed that after Wednesday's performance that they're mentally very strong, and they've got the character, and they want to do well.